I got Tennessee. Julio Jones, A.J. Brown, and they got Josh Reynolds came over from the Rams. Anybody, any receiver with those two is going to be higher than the Cowboys. Period. In the discussion. He said it, the Bucs.
You sure Julio's still Julio?
He better than anybody on the Cowboys. That's factual. A.J. Brown, better than anybody on the Cowboys. That's factual. And when you compare him with with Josh Reynolds with those two, they're better than you. Tampa, better than you. As a matter of fact, Tyreek and Kelsey, anybody with them, better than you.
Who's the third?
It doesn't matter.
Nico?
Me. Me. And me. It doesn't even matter. They're better than you, and you know it. But again, hold on, wait a minute. How you got a top 3 receiving core, a top 5 offensive lineman, a guy, Zeke that's gonna bounce back, a defense that's gonna be flipped, and you David? How you get David out of all of that?
That's what Jerry said.
Yeah,
David is gonna go slay Goliath at Tampa.
Skip. If David was an adult, if David was a comparable size to Goliath, we would have had no story. But he was a shepherd boy. He was a boy.
About to be king.
Who slayed, they said Goliath, the Bible says he was over 9 foot tall, said his spear weighed 150 pounds.
I don't doubt it.
So that's how you get David and Goliath.
Yep.
If you got comparable receivers, if you got a comparable running back, you got a quarterback that everybody say top 5, he in the MVP. Skip Bayless came out here 2 weeks ago and told me that got the 5th or 6th best odds for MVP. Defense, one of the most underrated is DeMarcus Lawrence. That's what they said. DeMarcus Lawrence, underrated.
I didn't say that. Pro Football Focus.
Yeah, you that's your Bible.
Yeah.
So you swear by it. No.
Okay. First of all, I would like to applaud Bruce Arians for taking the correct way to walk up to this game. You gotta send bouquets because it doesn't do you any good to take shots. I've got a rookie defensive tackle out of UCLA. UCLA's off to a great start, but he's not there anymore. He's now a Cowboy who's already taking shots at the GOAT, Tom Brady. Can't do it. It's just not smart. Jerry Jones, it's not smart to suddenly portray yourself as David, who is going to go slay Goliath on opening Thursday night at GOAT. Don't do it because GOAT's going to say, okay, Jerry, I got something for you.
I'm hoping he does that.
I'm going to humiliate you, and I'm going to kick your tail so hard that you're going to have your tail between your legs all the way back home to Dallas, Texas, right? That's what's about to happen. You cannot provoke the GOAT because he is very provocable in a Jordan-esque way where if you say the slightest little thing about him that he takes sideways, you are in big trouble because you're going to bring out the psycho Tom and he's going to play it like it's the Super Bowl.
Right.
Okay, so that's one way to approach this game. And then we got Bruce Arians saying they could be the best trio in football. Well, potentially they could be if CD's what I think he is, but he hasn't been it yet. He was a rookie without Dak. He had Dak for like 4.5 games, right? And yet I saw flashes, I saw bursts of a CeeDee Lamb that I think is going to take over as the #1 receiver in Dallas.
The flashes you saw was your season going up in flames once Dak went out.
Did you see that catch in Minneapolis?
Man!
Well, I don't know. Do you remember it? I think I remember it. Oh, wait, we have it. Who knew?
I saw 10 catches this last year was better than that. 10.
What a catch. That's the best catch of the year.
No, it was not.
Yes,
no, it was not no best catch of the year.
He had to like 180 in the air and catch it straight over the DB's helmet. God, what a catch. That's the man. That's who's going to take over.
Everything the Cowboys does get hyped out of proportion.
Okay, so Michael Gallup is sneaky fast. He just gets behind people when you least expect it. And just to prove my point, remember some of the catches he made last year?
Yeah, I remember some of the drops, too.
Yeah, could we see some of them? But like opening night at Rams, he caught one
that was a push-off.
It was not a push-off. It was spectacular. He just beat the best cornerback in football. This is opening night at SoFi. He's just gone. And they called a foul. How can you say that's a push-off?
Right there, Skip. You see him say Steve?
He didn't push off. They're hand fighting. I think it should have been pass interference on Jalen Ramsey. But you
see his hand right there, Skip.
He's not pushing.
No, he's
get the extension. Pushing. That's ridiculous. What is the ref seeing?
Right there.
That at least sets up overtime, if not a big upset win at SoFi to start the season. And then remember what happened after Dak went down and Andy Dalton came in? who saved the day against the Giants? It was that guy, Michael Gallup. So he is sneaky deep. That's what he is.
Yeah, he's scared, but he's inconsistent. He'll make tough.
Sneaky deep. Sneaky deep.
I mean, this was a great catch.
Okay.
Not this one, the other one.
Well, that was a pretty good
that nice toe tap.
Okay. That's Michael Gallup. That's what he can do at his apex.
But the other one, this is the one.
Okay, this is the one to win the game.
This is the catch here.
Win the game. Okay, that'll work, right?
Whew. But then, Skip, I see him drop like routine.
He got interfered with on that.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what I got, and he's my third best receiver. I'm with you. Listen, Amari on Hard Knocks, when he's running those routes, I'm not sure there's anybody better in the business running those routes. With the quickness and the burst and the da-da-da-da. Yeah. He's got that. You know that thing? You've seen it before. Yes. Where you've just got that thing where it's just hard to...
I just don't see it enough on the road.
Okay, I don't either, but I only know 2019 on the road when they were in position to go win the East, right?
Yes.
And then all of a sudden I see at Jets, your favorite all-time Cowboy loss.
Oh, when he caught that one pass and then took himself out of the game?
Just took himself out of the game. Okay. And then we can go at New England when he literally took himself out.
Stephon Gilmore took him out.
He just said, no mas. It was... I can't do this anymore. I can't. He's got me. He owns me psychologically. I quit. I just go stand on the sidelines and give me a cape, right? It's cold.
Yes.
I need a cape.
Yes.
And then at Philly, it got so bad in the fourth quarter that Jason Garrett yanked him out because he did not like how half-heartedly
he put a tight end in.
He put a tight end in for the closing drive.
Yeah.
Well, he put Tavon Austin in, and Dak actually overthrew Tavon, who did get behind a cornerback, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm having a hard time swallowing that, overcoming that.
Yeah.
So that's what I got, those three. But I can't, like, let's just start. I get what you're saying about Tennessee, but I'll just keep it on Tampa. And Bruce Arians knows in his heart of hearts, he's got Mike Evans. He is he's 6 feet 5 inches tall. Listen. When Brady needs a completion.
Yeah.
It's 3rd and 8. I need to find somebody who I know can get open and just be indefensible. It's Mike Evans.
Yeah.
Because he led that team in catches last year, and he's a 3-time Pro Bowler. And then Chris Godwin, he did make 1 Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
And he is a made man to me. He's proven at the highest level. And Brady loves him. He makes tough catches. He goes over the middle. He's got guts. He's got physicality to him. He's a big receiver. And then, how about Antonio Brown? He finally had this first surgery of his career.
Healthy, he's the best of all of them.
Okay, well, he got cleaned up in his knee. You know, they say he's running the way he did 5 years ago.
Healthy, he's the best receiver.
So he's 33 years of age, but he has made 7 Pro Bowls. And if he's half of what Arians says he's been in practice, you better look out because he's going to lead this team in catches, right? Out of the slot, right? Okay, then what if we start going down the line? Because it doesn't end with 3 in Tampa. Let's go to the tight ends. There's this guy named Gronk.
Yeah.
Okay, I got, as I call him, Shannon Jarwin, Blake Jarwin, and I got Dalton Schultz, and they're both pretty good. Blake missed the whole year last year.
They're not better than Gronk, Brayton Howard.
Cameron Brate and O.J. Howard coming off Achilles, but he's a beast. He's a monster. He's, what, 260 and can run, what, 4.4 or something, 4.5, okay? And then, you know what little Scotty Miller does? He just gets behind people and catches deep balls, and he's got guts. He's not afraid, right?
And what, Johnson kid?
Tyler Johnson, you know, remember the catch he made at New Orleans? It was a crucial fourth quarter catch. And then that Jalen Darden that they drafted in the 4th round out of North Texas, Brady's already raving about him, and he did make the team, and he's in the rotation. Okay, I can't go that deep, right?
No, you can't.
Okay, so that's what, you want to talk about weaponry? You want to talk about an arsenal of receivers? Nobody's got the depth that Tampa Bay has. You can throw all the Tennessee.
No.
You can't keep going.
Nobody has that kind of depth.
You get to Josh Reynolds, and then it just starts to tail off, right?
But Skip, look, Bruce Arians doing what you're supposed to do. You pat him on the back. It's like a father and a son. Hey, son, you did a good job. Somebody cleaned that up. You know what I'm saying? That's all Bruce Arians did.
Okay.
He patted him on the head, tell him what a good job he did, and like, good job.
And I'll finish this off by saying, you know who Brady loves to throw to? His running backs, right? It's just, you can call him check down Charlie all you want. But Gio Bernard, you know what he does? He just loops right out of the backfield and gets in the flat, and he's got burst. And if you get him the ball in space against a backer, you just can't get him on the ground.
Well, that's the thing that makes Brady so difficult to defend because he's not married to anything. If you think he wants to throw the deep ball, he'll check it down. He will force you to come up and then throw the ball over your head. But he will. This is what he always likes to do. He's always liked to take that one shot. He gets in the red area late in the half. He's going to take that shot. He says either I'm going to get a touchdown or I'm going to get a pass interference.
Okay.
Because they normally skip. They normally defer. So he wants that score going into the half, getting the ball coming out of the half, so he can really try and bury you.
All right. So what about playoff Lenny?
He played well in the playoff.
Hey, Leonard Fournette, did he not make some big catches down at the goal line?
Yeah.
If it's 3rd and goal at the 3, you don't think he runs a little option?
I rewatched some of the Super Bowl, and I was watching how Tom was like looking down the field. Fournette was in the backfield, sneak out over the middle, and next thing you know, he's got a first down on 3rd and 8. It's little stuff like that. You're like, damn, we got everything defense except the back that we thought was blocking. All of a sudden, he doesn't need the help. He sneaks out. It's a first down.
He can catch it. Ronald Jones can catch it.